I am so excited to finally be able to share with people Evergreen Post. This has been a project I've been working on for a few months now, and the first edition finally went out on January 1st, January 2nd technically, because January 1st was a holiday, but people have already received them and I'm so excited. I am going to do a full breakdown of everything that you get in the Evergreen Post. It is $12 a month Canadian. That includes shipping costs. It goes to anywhere in the world. You do have to subscribe by the 20th of each month to get the following edition. So for example, if you sign up by January 20th, you will get the February 1st edition. It goes out on the 1st of every month. But I want to show you all what you're going to get. So on the envelopes, you're going to see things that are actually printed with ink right on it. There's other parts of the process, and I'll show you a little behind the scenes of where I have used stamps, stamped them on paper, and then scanned it digitally to be able to reproduce and print out exactly what I want as well. So it's a combination of old school stuff and new process. And it's a little bit for everything. If you're a paper crafter, maybe you'll enjoy this. I feel like maybe I'm just making a video for my mom, who is the craft room that I have borrowed to film this in. So the first thing you get is you get this envelope. Now, I did a wax seal on all of these envelopes, the first one that came out. I stamped them all myself. There was a little bit of fire that happened, and also I didn't realize how difficult these were going to be to open, and some people ended up ripping their paper, so I don't know that I'm going to replicate this process again, or I'm going to workshop on how to use wax seals in a different way. You also might notice that this paper is super, super glossy and squeaky and shiny. It wasn't intentional. I ordered legal size paper to print out the letters and did not realize it was going to be super high gloss. And actually the first thing that I printed was on this side of the paper, and then it rubbed off right in my hands, turned my hands black. So I ended up printing on the other side to save some paper. But yeah, you get this. And the main thing that you get inside, you open this up and all of these little goodies are in here for you, and we'll talk about that in a second. But the main thing you get is this letter, and this letter is meant to inspire your creative process. This letter is to get people offline, sorry to the algorithm, to get people in the real world. This specific theme of this month is passion, joy, creativity, spark. It's about getting back the spark that you might have had in the past and encouraging you to do things that are tangible in the real world. So that's my little letter to the readers. You can see it's the first edition up here. And then down here, you see the same stamp that is on the cover. But this version of this stamp, I stamped it on paper and then I scanned it digitally so that I could include it into this letter. And all the little leaves and everything else are the same thing. I've scanned those after stamping them with ink. So that's the first thing that you get when you open up the letter. And then all these other little goodies fell out of here, and I'm going to explain to them. So these are the same 4 words, passion, joy, creativity, spark, that the letter is based on, and I want people to keep in mind. And so I've made a bookmark for this month. That is just for this month. I'm not sure I'm going to do that every single month. It's probably going to change up a little bit. Some of the other stuff that I used, if you're interested, is like to make the bookmark. So I have these hand lettering stamps, and what I did was I stamped them all out manually, then I scanned them into a computer so that I could print them all out properly. And I believe this is bamboo paper. I will double check and put that in the description. But the stuff that you will get every month, this is a quote. I wrote this out in fountain ink, fountain pen, with real inks from Ferris Wheel Press. None of this is sponsored, but if anybody wants to get in touch, I am open to it. So yeah, this is by Ferris Wheel Press, this ink, and I will probably put in the description whatever color I used. And I wrote out this quote that I really love by Henri Cartier-Bresson. And then on the back, I used again a stamp. Made it, this is actually hand stamped with these VersaFine Clair inks. This one is Purple Delight. And then the next thing that you get is a recommendation letter from me. This month is listen, read, and watch. It's different things that tie into the theme. And I've actually, I don't know if you can see this. I'll do a close-up video if I can. This is embossed with a Sizzix, and then using inks and brushes, each one is painted slightly differently. And then you get to the art portion. This is a photograph that you'll get every month, a different photograph. It's a 5x7. I have been a photographer. I got my first camera when I was 3. I started professionally shooting when I was 17 and working in a photo lab at the same time. I am now 43, so do the math on that. I have a huge amount of archives. So I'm pulling special edition prints from the archives that tie into different things that are connected to the theme. So it comes wrapped in this vellum, and I actually made the vellum myself. I mean, I didn't make the paper myself, but I hand stamped all of these little flowers. I don't know if you can see if this is see-through, but I hand stamped these, turned it into a wallpaper, and then printed it out myself. I'm using Epson archival printers if anybody's interested. And then the print this month is this 5x7. It is a double exposure that was taken with a film camera, which also ties into the theme of the letter. And these tulips I grew in my garden. So that is the very first edition of Evergreen Post. If you'd like to sign up, if you want more information, go to katarnett.com. You will find it right at the front of my website. You can also find it in any of my bio links on any social media channel that you're on. I am so excited for this project. I think it might be the most fun that I've had in a really long time. And I think so much that in 2026, it's going to be very important for us to connect offline in the real world. With the rise of AI, with the rise of misinformation, with the rise of so many things happening at once, I really believe that connecting offline and being more tangible and seeing real stuff being made is going to be the way of the future. People are craving actual connection, and I was craving actual connection, and that is why I started up this mail club. If you have any thoughts or questions, please leave them in the comments below. I would be more than happy to answer them for you. I've already heard from some of my subscribers, and it has been so lovely to see their reactions to this, and I cannot wait for the February edition. I have already been working on it, and I'm gonna keep making these behind the scenes videos for anybody who's interested. If you're a crafter, if you're a paper crafter out there, or somebody who does anything like this, and you have very specific questions, I'm also happy to answer any of those things. And special shout out to my mom, whose craft room I have taken over to film this and do some of this work, because she is the one who owns all this stuff behind me, and has been helping me with some of borrowing a few of her tools to do this. But yeah, this is so fun, and I really hope you'll join me, and I can't wait till the next edition. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share it. Tell other people about the Evergreen Post. You can find me here on YouTube. You can find me on TikTok, Threads, and on Substack. If you'd like to support my work, the only way to do it currently is either signing up for Evergreen Post, buying me a coffee through my website, or subscribing to me on Substack. Everything matters, especially for us Canadian creators, because we do not have creator funds here in Canada. So if you would like to support me, I don't know, continuing to feed myself and live, I would really appreciate it. But also just, I love doing this with all of you. So thank you so much. It's the last time I film in a sweater. Oh my God, it's so hot down here.